Hey, it's always a privilege to facilitate StratOp with great leaders and with great companies. And what a joy it's been this week. Tell me about the StratOp process and what it's meant to you and how it was helpful, what you thought of it, and if you might recommend it to others.
Our agency is American Church Group of Iowa, Nebraska. We started out in 1998 with about 50 customers and a total insured book of business of about $150,000. We're up to 414 and $8.5 million. So we're in growing pains, and Tom was able to help articulate our needs that we have sensed and to be able to identify them, put them down on paper, and help us to strategize how to handle them, which is going to make our life easier, and it's going to bring profitability to our agency, continued growth, and continue excellence in the service we try to provide.
What can I say? We laughed, we cried. It was really helpful for us to walk through the exercises. I'm looking around the room because I'm looking at all the charts where we have honed down what we need to do, and eventually we'll have one sheet. I know I've got my sheet of walking orders. Not marching, walking.
There you go.
I'm kind of thinking the analogy, not so much of walking, but driving. It seems like we began a journey looking back over all the charts. What a lot of information we've covered. And I've been in strategic planning just one other time as far as a formal strategic planning process, and that was some years ago, and I kind of thought I knew more than what I really did, and coming in it was very refreshing. I kind of thought at this point, at the end of these days, I'd feel drained and overwhelmed, but I do feel like we've got a plan, like this is the direction to go, and identifying who's at the wheel during that time, the speed that we're going to have, places where we can pull over for a rest, ways that we don't have to do it all or any one person doing more than what they can handle. Just segmented in a very natural flow. Tom did an excellent job of just presenting it, and it's bringing humor into it and making it a fun experience as well as very knowledgeable and knowing what our next steps are. So the driving illustration, knowing where we're going, how fast we're going to get there, but also being energized, having the fuel, in some places the STP, where the gas, we needed some premium gas here to get up this hill, and I feel we've really got the tools to work the plan.
Understand we have 3 pastors in this group. So there's going to be 3-point sermons under each of these with sermon illustrations. And
Gotta have that.
I just want to say thank you, Tom, for sharing your wisdom with us and your insight. We know you're in multiple lanes, and to bring that expertise to what we do has been very, very helpful to not only see where we've started, but where we're going. And so for me to have more of a holistic view of our company and what we're doing and a clear goal and direction set has been very beneficial for me. It's been very refreshing. And thank you so much.
Terrific.
As I was sitting here thinking, to me it's like God has a plan. God had a plan from the beginning, this strategy of what he wanted to attain and obtain, and for us to be able to collectively put our thoughts together, and for Tom's part was to draw it out of us. All of it was here. All of it was already within us. All we needed is for someone to facilitate drawing it out of us, putting it in a meaningful form, so that just as God had a plan, now we have a plan. A plan that we feel is good, is right, and is where we need to go. Thank you so much, Tom. Appreciate it.
I would add to that, Tom's a skilled practitioner. We couldn't have just done this with anybody. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, guys. Thank you.